Hello and welcome back to the Movie Attic. I'm Mike, and as I've said a million times, this is the Attic, where I discuss and review movies, DVDs, Blu-rays, and 4Ks for all the nice people out there in YouTube land. Today's big episode is, as you can probably tell from the thumbnail, the original 1931 Bela Lugosi Universal classic, Dracula. Yeah, this movie's probably been reviewed a million times, so to add a little more fun to it, I decided to make a commercial sponsor for the show. So hopefully this goes all well. So without further ado, here is that fake commercial. Look deeply into my eyes. Deeper, deeper. Oh wait, come back. Now what am I going to do? What a shame, Drac, but boy do I have a solution for you. Howdy, 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 friends. I'm Smiling Sam, the Zoot Suit Man, and have I got a product for you from Dead Corpse. It is Dracula Coffin Drops. Just pop one of these bad boys in your mouth right before you go feeding, and you will be coffin free all night long. Let's check back in and see how Drac's doing now. Look into my eyes. Look deeper, deeper. Yes. Thanks, Dracula. So there was some side effects, but hey, I still get the girl. Oh, look, it's Little Richard. I'm not Little Richard. You kids should be in bed. Well, there you go, friends, another satisfied customer. So all you vampires and blood-sucking creatures of the night, don't forget to ask for them by name. They are Dracula Coffin Drops. Just tell them Smiling Sam sent you, and when you do, you'll get 10% off your first bottle. And remember, there's only a couple side effects. Sweating, nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, and that's your victims. So ask for them today. Well, there you go. Wasn't that fun? Anyway, like I said prior to all the nonsense, this episode is about the 1931 Dracula starring Bela Lugosi. This is going to be part of a segment I like to call Shameful Horrors. I'm obviously old, if you couldn't tell. I had never seen this movie until this box set came out a few years ago, which has Dracula in it. I actually got this from Best Buy. So that was my first viewing of Dracula. And oddly enough, even more shameful, I had gotten this DVD set years ago. And because I really like these, I've said it before, I like these covers that kind of add something to the picture. So I've had this DVD set for a while, and I never watched a single movie from it. I know, it's hard to believe. So anyway, fast forward to last week. I had ordered this from Barnes & Noble. It came in just recently. And I'd already seen the movie, but this is like a 6-film collection. has like the same films that are in this. So they were all in 4K. I believe they all have HDR. So I wanted that whole set as well, and hopefully they'll continue this, like with the Frankenstein and Creature from the Black Lagoon and all those other, because I have more than just this set. Whoop. I have some of the other ones as well. So I do have the professional stats. Like I said prior, it's from 1931. It's in the 1:33 to 1 aspect ratio. It's in black and white, of course, with HDR. It's about 75 minutes long. And this new set comes with the other movies: Dracula's Daughter from 1936, Son of Dracula from 1943, House of Frankenstein from 1944, House of Dracula from 1945, and Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein from 1948. That movie is the only movie I'd seen prior to any of this, because I used to watch Abbott and Costello as a kid in the 80s, maybe 70s, 80s. So that's the only movie out of all them I'd seen prior to getting this set, of course. And even more shameful facts. Even though I bought these two sets, the only movies I have not seen from these two sets is Frankenstein. So I still haven't seen Frankenstein, and I have not seen The Bride of Frankenstein. I think that's what it's called. So anyway, like I said, I ordered this. Comes in this side loading slip box. And there's the back, if you can read that at all. Same artwork on this, and then on the back here. It comes with a 4K disc. It comes with a digital code as well. Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein and the 1931 Dracula have their own separate. They're the only thing on the disc, except the Dracula one does have the Spanish version of Dracula. And the other discs have 2 movies on each disc. So I was happy to pick that up. I have not watched any of the other movies, or at least not in 4K with the Abbott and Costello one, but I have not seen Dracula's Daughter or any of those other ones. Like I said, this movie's probably been reviewed to death, no pun intended. So there's not much I can add to it. And as you probably know, there's far better channels out there than this one. This Dog and Pony Show here. I will say, watching it for this first time, there was one thing I didn't notice until I watched somebody doing a review of the movie. And that is that there's not really any music in the movie to set the mood. But I was so enthralled with the movie, I didn't even notice. And like other people have said, there's no real... You don't see any blood. I think the only blood you really see is when Renfield cuts his finger when he goes to Dracula's castle to have him sign like papers for some place he's either buying or renting in London. I don't think you see any bite marks or anything like that. So compared to like modern day horror films, which can get very, very graphic, and like I said, I'm a big horror chicken, this has a certain atmosphere to it. I think black and white movies kind of have a creepy factor to them to begin with if they're, monster movies. I probably won't tell you the story other than one, it will take all day because, these stories are just terrible that I tell. Basically, Dracula's in Transylvania. this guy is taking a coach to meet Dracula at his castle. They stop at this place first, and the locals warn him of the legends and different things going on. He still goes anyway. Cuts his finger on a piece of the paper, the documents that he's having Dracula sign for this castle he's getting over in London, and basically makes Renfield, like his lackey, bites him or whatever. And so the guy that played Renfield, I don't know what his name is, but he does a good job. He's almost like a stark raving lunatic in the movie at certain points. And of course, they take this boat and they come over to London, and everybody on the boat ends up getting killed, except for Renfield, of course, and Dracula, who's in a bunch of coffins he brought with dirt from Transylvania, because I guess he has to have the dirt from Transylvania. Something I did not know originally was that these vampires can turn into wolves as well. I thought it was just bats, but they explain in the movie that, he can turn into a wolf, and I think he does and runs away, but you don't see the wolf. But there are plenty of bats. They show plenty of bats. So anyway, Dracula comes to London. He meets all these people, including Dr. Van Helsing, and then this other guy and his daughter. Dracula bites the daughter. The daughter's engaged to this guy, but and then it gets all wonky from there, and Van Helsing kind of figures out who he is because there's no reflection in this mirror when they were getting, I don't know if they were getting cigars out of a case that had a mirror on the back of it. So then from then on, they're trying to save this guy's daughter from Dracula, which he kills a bunch of people before all this, and so they start hunting Dracula. Boom, the end. How was that? Like I said, there's plenty of channels that go into really good detail about this movie. I only was reviewing it just because of this, this new set to make. Like I said before, this channel's more about you discovering new movies through whatever I put up here that maybe you didn't know about. And I don't know if anybody, I know some people did, knew that this 6-movie set was coming out. I did also, not recently, but back whenever I first got that other set, I did watch the Spanish version. Supposedly I did watch the bonus features, some of them with how they made the movie and the restoration process. So the deal was, I guess, they filmed the English version during the day, and at night they filmed the Spanish version with different actors. Of course, and I don't know why this is, the Spanish version is more sensual, I guess you could say. The daughter of the guy in the Spanish version is well endowed, and the tops that she wears is almost see-through. The guy playing Dracula in the Spanish version almost looks like Nicolas Cage almost. I thought, or the Cage if Charles and Vanessa are watching. So if I was to rate this movie, and I had seen people were kind of put off that there wasn't any music, but like I said, it didn't really bother me. And I thought Bela Lugosi played, a great Dracula, of course. And I had seen, Nosferatu way before I'd ever seen this movie. But if I was to rate this movie, I would probably give it 8.5 rolls of pink insulation out of 10. The set itself, I might actually go to 9 or 9.5 rolls of pink insulation, although I hadn't seen the other movies yet, so I can't really say for sure. But that would have to be the review score, I guess. 8.5 rolls of pink insulation out of 10. I enjoyed it. I assume this will be a movie I watch every year for Halloween. So, if you have any of the versions of this Dracula or this set or any of the Universal Monster sets, of course, leave a comment down in the comments section. Like I always say, I'd love to discuss it. So until next time, when I'm in the attic with a completely different horror movie, Halloween movie, or something like that. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.